The Jim and Terry Show. We think we're back in the saddle, but maybe we're not. Jim has an offer that I think he needs to peddle to all the major political parties in Canada in the face of the
attitude.
Okay, that's a kind word. I was going to use something a little more malignant, malign, something that's evil and dark and sinister. But what's your offer?
Well, I think Canada should offer the United States a deal and purchase the Statue of Liberty. Because the United States right now, that is pure crap. Because it says, give us your weak, your poor, your all that.
You're hungry.
Yeah. Those who need places.
Yep.
That's not the United States anymore. Canada is going to become America's beacon on the hill. So I think we could make a real good offer because we could, number one, we could get it out of Trump's face because he probably can't stand the message of the Statue of Liberty. Either we buy that, or France, if you're listening, and I know you are, give us a gift. But make it just a little bit bigger than the United States. Or would it be more Canadian to make a little bit littler?
Yes, because we are humble. I think Statue of Liberty should be holding a hockey stick up instead of the torch. Myself. And the gloves should be off.
Did you hear the American Soccer League the American coach of the coach of the American soccer team?
I thought it was the coach of the Canadian soccer team who is an American.
Yes. It is that. Yes, which shows our diversity.
Yes.
We've got an American coach. He said, shut up. Please stop, Trump. It's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
This is a proud country. They're sovereign. Shut up.
Well, let's go back to the Statue of Liberty say, okay, so we have been arguing, and I have been saying, and I said this morning on my comments in the chat for a podcast that I try to somewhat religiously follow as much as I can. I suggested that if the U.S. is Russia, we're all foobarred. We are all in a state of distress. And you saw the upside down flag on the El Capitan. I think it was.
Get used to seeing that.
On all your major, I think you're going to see it. That's one of the forms of social protest. You will see the upside down flag in
Nation in Distress.
Nation in Distress. And that was on El Capitan, which is one of the national parks, because most of the park rangers, many of them are vets of Americans' wars of whatever you want to call it, imperialism, or they're veterans, and they are being cut from the Park Ranger Service. Not only that, but the Veterans Affairs Department is being hacked and slashed so that people picking up the suicide hotline for vets who are in distress, PTSD, there's nobody there on the phone. Hello? Hello? Nobody there. Yeah. So the decimation of, this sounds like the desolation of Smaug, if you've read The Hobbit and seen the Hobbit movies.
I think we know the desolation that causes the abomination that causes desolation. I think it might have a name now.
Yes, it does. Oh, it's just terrible. But let's talk about the differences between Canada and the United States. That is our focus. And I will start with this en français, Je suis Charlie, which is a reference to the time when Charlie Hebdo, the caricature magazine in Paris, the offices were attacked by terrorist Muslims who objected to the depictions of the Prophet Muhammad in print. Yeah. Whereas Christians, I mean, not that we agree with it, but, you can make a caricature of Jesus and get flashing the peace sign.
Yeah, we turn away.
Turn away and all that stuff, tolerance, freedom of the press, that's our fundamental underpinning of society, freedom to express.
Oh, I wonder if the Associated Press feels like they have freedom.
Oh my goodness, so here we go, back to what freedom do we have when you pre-select your press gallery?
Yeah, punish that, the Associated Press, punish them for not giving you constant favorable questions.
Constant praise. Yeah. Blowing smoke up your Royal Highness posterior. Yes. We're in trouble when all of that happens, when the rights of the freedom of the press is challenged, and when, you saw the Solicitor General, the questions from Adam Schiff. So all of that is coming to bear. Canada, are we expecting a mass exodus from the United States in terms of professional people, doctors, lawyers,
Well, what I was
architects,
thinking-
engineers? Will the brain drain tap flow north instead of south?
I really don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't know how far Trump's going to be allowed to go. Anyways,
Ooh, be allowed. You mean
I can't. We can't go there, or we're going to get.
a pox?
Let me put it this way. Maybe the Canadian military should offer jobs to the American military who are being let go, like their 4-star generals, 5-star generals who have experience with Europe in battle. Maybe there's a place for them with pension, full pension, within our army, because Europe's going to have to pick up whatever the United States is going to let go.
Maybe we could.
But I think their loyalty would be way too much.
Yeah,
I don't think they'd go to another country.
Well, the loyalty is to the Constitution, and
Yeah.
if the Constitution is not being upheld by
Or
from
if it's
POTUS on down,
If it's removed, that
Yes.
frees them, doesn't it?
that's right. Because the oath for anyone
Yeah.
serving in the military is to the Constitution, not
the
to the
president.
president,
Yeah.
not to an individual, not to that policy. It is to the
And
Constitution.
Trump has made it very clear. He wants the oath to him.
Okay, so let's go back to the phrase. Your opening gambit was to put an offer to buy on the Statue of Liberty because what it stands for, what it stood for all of these years since it was given by France to the United States, is represented best now in our time, 2025, by Canada, not the state of New York, not the gateway to the United States.
And where would we put it? Would it be in the Vancouver Harbor, or would it be coming down the St. Lawrence, or would it be in Lake Ontario? Probably Vancouver Harbor.
Is there not a statue on Montreal? And could we put it there? Montreal is the first settlement in Canada, perpetual,
Well, maybe that's a great idea.
coming down
You
the
like
St.
it where the
Lawrence.
ships come in, though, like they see it, and
Yes, Vancouver Island would be a good spot too, and maybe we can have two. France, if you're listening, donate 2 Statue of Liberties, make it with a hockey stick with the gloves off, because we're in a mood to fight for our freedom, defend our freedom, and we'll use hockey sticks and whatever we can find. So let's do that. And why is Canada the remaining beacon on a hill? What has happened to the United States?
Yeah, and it's funny because the United States, the people like Trump have said that we are socialists, so we are, non-democratic. Well, yes, we are democratic.
Yes.
We're having free and open elections.
Yep.
And a lot of people are not going to like the results of this election.
Oh,
but
you
it's
mean in
what we do.
In Ontario.
And yeah, yes, Terry, stop it.
Oh, I just
I mean, there are people that are going to be thrilled about the other election too.
Well, we got 2 elections in Canada.
Yes, I know. Some people love the idea of Ford being put in. So just be there. You just got to accept it. You got to accept
Well,
it.
you got to accept the results.
Yes.
But
that's what I
remember
mean.
my statistical analysis: 40% voted in that
Well, you're going
election.
to have a lot less this time, so you can
That's-
get really upset.
Yes, I will.
A lot less.
I will,
it's going to
because
be the lowest turnout ever.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the weather doesn't help.
No.
Today's election day, and it's
Yeah.
snowing. It's a blizzard.
Don't you
yeah.
hate it when God puts His hand in there? And just kidding, just Lord, I'm kidding.
Jim loves to get the little digs in when he can. It's his religious fetish.
Yeah.
But Canada as the beacon on a hill, whether it be a northern migration of brain drain, reverse the taps, and coming into Canada, I hope so. Canada, we need more people, and we thought
Yeah.
we did it through immigration and universities were bringing in foreign students, and now we're thinking that may be too much and not enough housing. So we got to go back to housing and social infrastructure. We need to build homes, build.
What would it be on the Statue of Liberty now? Bring your wealth, your Trump loyalists.
Oh,
Bring your
Trump loyalists. I don't want Trump loyalists. I don't
No,
want.
but what would be on the Statue of Liberty now?
Oh yes.
In New York? Bring us your wealthy.
Bring
your
us your
rich.
No,
Your oligarchs.
Well, that's what they would say in the
That's what I'm
South.
saying.
Oh, I want to say what we're going to put on ours.
Oh, on
when
ours,
they're-
bring us same thing.
Bring us
don't
your
have to change this.
unhoused. Bring us your shirtless. You bring us your
Shirtless.
yeah.
Funny speaking.
Yes. Bring us your multilingual cultural tapestries. Bring it all.
What if we should just put signs on it that can be changed? Like we could use some Australians.
Well, maybe not go for a name a country, change the placard. Bring us more of this. But maybe just the people who want to participate in a democracy as opposed to an oligarchy or autocracy or dictatorship. If you want freedom, Canada is the place for you. And if you want people who are willing to defend that, that's what we want on the sign. Willing to defend freedom? Here's a place for you.
One of the most dangerous of what you mentioned is oligarchy. Is that how you say it?
Yep, oligarchy.
Oligarchy. Because they truly don't care. And they
No.
and what happens is they're totally okay with the masses being completely under submission and poverty stricken. They're completely okay with that. When you get to that plane, they're just on their yachts, one of many each of them would have. That's one of the more dangerous ones.
There is no morality.
Well, because they don't even need you to work. They don't care.
Well,
They're feeding-
eventually they'll care because
No,
they
they're
actually own businesses. They own petrochemical. They own extraction
they'll just
and
have it
resources.
built somewhere else, Terry. As long as they got their money, they don't care.
Well, yeah, they did build an aluminum
Yeah,
plant in
yeah.
Kentucky for
They'll just build
Moscow
it somewhere else.
Mitch.
Their plan is not to depend on all these people they're already putting into poverty. They're selling eggs individually in the States.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's true or not.
I watched
heard
it.
it.
I watched
I heard it was a
news.
restaurant that would charge you more if you wanted an egg per egg.
It's not that's Denny's.
Yeah, those are franchises.
Yeah. But the store, there was a store.
The food store.
A food store. They parceled them out 3 eggs per package.
Oh, my.
At $3 American for 3 eggs.
Oh my goodness! So this is becoming a thing. Currency in eggs.
$3.95, I think. So $4 for 3 eggs. American.
Eggs are the new gold.
I still get mine $3 a dozen.
How many golden eggs would it take to buy a U.S. citizenship? Or maybe they're the Russian nesting doll eggs.
Trump's all about money, nothing else.
Nothing else.
Money.
Strip it down. The Jim and Terry Show. We got more in the tank where that came from. Bye-bye for now.